You see an injured or sick animal in the wild in Louisiana, the Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries has some guidelines on what you should do. NBC 10's Joel Massey has more on why it has not always been like it seems concerning injured animals.
John Hanks, large carnivore program manager with the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries, says that if you see a suspected injured animal, there may be several reasons why it is in distress.
If they see an animal that's not moving or acting right, it may be injured, but it also could be sick, and they should never approach it or handle it. It certainly could be anything from distemper, or maybe it's gotten into something that's toxic, or maybe it's injured itself. Birds fly into power lines and windows and things like that. And sometimes if it's something like that, they may recover on their own.
Sometimes an animal such as a young deer may be orphaned, but Hanks says even if it seems to be alone, that's not always the case.
If it's an orphaned animal, if it's a baby animal like a spotted fawn or something like that, we also don't want you to pick it up because mother is probably somewhere close by, and that's kind of a defense mechanism. They stash their fawns and they don't stay close to them. The mother deer smells stronger than the fawn, and they will likely, if you're picking up an orphaned spotted fawn, she's probably watching you do it. That deer has the best chance with its mother and not with us.
Sometimes it may be a bird on the ground that seems to be in trouble.
If it is a bird that just is standing there and you haven't, it just appeared, it may just be resting, it may be give out. It may be a little bit dehydrated if it's dry and there's not a lot of water, or it may be that it hadn't eaten that day if it's a raptor and it has to catch its food, especially if it's a juvenile. They're not as good of hunters as the adults. And it just may be a little tired and resting. Sometimes they'll land on the ground, or maybe they've killed something and they're on the ground and they're about to eat it, and you don't want to run them off from that either.
For your ArkLaMiss news source, I'm Joel Massey.
If you find a bird or animal injured and in need of assistance, contact a permitted wildlife rehabilitory by visiting the website on your screen. We'll have a link for you at myarklamiss.com.